I'm Katie Sullivan and I ride an NHRA Pro Stock motorcycle. Pretty much been around drag racing my whole life. I grew up at the track since I was a little girl, and I raced junior dragsters for the time I was 8 until I was 15, and I always grew up watching my dad ride different bikes, and at one point he was even racing a funny car. And I think about the time I really fell in love with drag racing was being at the track and watching Karen Stouffer and Angel, run their bikes and beat up on the guys. And I told my dad when I was 12 years old, I said, "Dad, I really want to ride a drag bike." And my dad said, "Absolutely not. There's no way that I'm putting you on a drag bike." And I begged and I pleaded. And eventually he bought me a dirt bike and told me I had to ride every day. When I was about 15, my dad bought himself a bike so he could get back into it and I could learn. I crewed for my dad for a year until he bought me my own bike, and then my dad and I started racing together and we ran divisionals, and that kind of led us up to Pro Stock, so here we are today running Pro Stock. Right now we're currently testing my new motorcycle. My dad and I recently purchased Antron Brown's old Pro Stock Suzuki. And so we're putting it together, and my buddy Mike Fields with Fields Performance is really helping us out, and we're working really hard. I think that there's great things to come for this team. I think that we have a huge potential, and one of the things I think that makes us a unique team is the passion behind our team. I mean, my dad and I love drag racing. I live, eat, and breathe and sleep this sport. This is all I think about. I go to school every day, I go to work every day, and I'm working hard in other aspects of my life to be able to come out here and drag race. Having my dad as my crew chief is really an amazing thing to me, and I love working with my dad. We're a great team together. We work in the garage. I spend every weekend with my dad, whether we're at the track, whether we're in the garage, and there's nobody in the world I'd rather have, as my crew chief. He's always been my supporter in life, and he said, "I actually think that you can do this," and he believed in me, and that's what's pushed me so far today, is that my dad has believed in my dreams and in my goals, and he's seen how passionate I am about all this, and having my dad's support has been amazing, and that's what makes our team so special and so who we are. We're just a good old small town family out looking for our next drag racing high, and so us all being here together is something huge, and I think eventually, we will grow to be a big team, and we're still in a learning process, and we've all learned so much, and I'm so stoked to come out with our new bike and our new team, and it's really exciting, to be out racing Pro Stock, but it's a whole different level to be out racing Pro Stock with our own team, because we're kind of shooting in the dark, we're starting with nothing, and so when I go out and I'm riding my own bike, not only do I get the amazing feeling of riding Pro Stock and being at the the top level, the top of our game, but we're also doing it ourselves, and that's just a great feeling. It's a super accomplishing feeling. It's hard to go out and compete with these teams, that have all this money, but on the same hand, it's super accomplishing to do that. I'm excited to see that grow and to our full potential, because we're learning so much right now, but we'll see what that grows to, and hopefully, we'll be up with the big dogs someday, hopefully someday soon.